Hey, hello everybody, welcome back. Doing some flashback.
Magic.
Yeah. We had a little more votes than last time, but let's see if we can get 250 next week. We had 214 votes this time. So let's shoot for the stars with this one. Mm-hmm. So in last place we had White Flicker with 31 votes. And it's
been floating around for a while.
Yeah, that I think was on its way out anyway. So kind of just worked out that way that people were finally tired of it. So that one gets the boot. Delvolution in second last with 35 votes. So it was pretty close. In second place, we had Eldrazi Tron with 54 votes.
Quite a jump up.
And then in first place, with a resounding 94 votes, we had Blistercoil Combo.
Yeah,
so
April Fools.
Yeah, so that was an April Fool's deck, which it's not a bad deck, but we had pretty bad players playing both decks. That was kind of the joke. So for next week, we'll have Delvolution returning and Eldrazi Tron returning, and the new ones will be Death and Taxes, which somebody suggested, and Abs and Company, which is another thing someone suggested. I feel like it's been a while, so I'll remind this to you guys, because we had kind of an influx of people suggesting decks that we've never done before. This series is decks that we've done before.
It's a flashback series.
Yeah.
If we haven't cast the deck before, we can't flash it back.
Exactly. So, don't be picking stuff that we've never done before on the channel in the Friday videos, because that's kind of what Patreon's for. And if you want to give us a specific deck list on Patreon, then you can go check that out because it's in the thing. But that's not what the series is. So, yeah, keep up suggestions of stuff that we've done before. And, so you are the challenger deck.
So I'm going first.
And that's Mr. Boopster.
No way.
I know, right?
I'd shake his hand, but he doesn't have one.
That's true, he doesn't. Alright, game one. Go ahead.
We've got those. Whoop.
And for myself, now this one's it's a little sketchy, but I'm on the draw, so I figured, it's probably worth it. All right, start us off.
Polluted Delta, crack, all the way to 17 for Steam Vents.
Okay. Yeah, life totals don't really matter so much in this matchup. Doesn't seem like.
No, not really.
We're both kind of a kill you in one shot sort of strategy.
And Serum Visions.
All right.
Drawing a card. Scrying. Those can both go on the bottom. Enter go.
Draw a card. Well, that actually changes my turn one play. I didn't think it would. Temple of Deceit. Oh, that's not terrible, but I think I'm going to put it on the bottom, because it's not quite good enough. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Island. Let's have a look. See. Peek.
My turn one play was going to be that and that, but I drew this, so I figured, hey, not bad.
So you do have an Angel's Grace.
Yes, I do.
And you do have a Slaughter Pact, too.
And a lot of mana acceleration, if I can get there.
Okay.
Just missing one piece.
Draw from that. And here's a weird.
Okay.
Go.
I don't think I'm going to pack that. Draw a card. Okay. Well, let's go for that Serum Visions. The milk on the face version.
Yes.
Draw a card. Scry 2. No, thank you. Redundant. Seaground Coast. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn.
Could have went for a Prism that turn instead, but that's okay. In case you somehow kill me, well, kill me out of the blue, I'll keep up Angel's Grace.
Quip. And tap that.
Yep.
Have a little look-see again.
The new thing, I think, was that. Everything else, I think you know.
Very exciting.
Yes. I'll just leave them here.
Draw for turn. That untaps him, of course, and pumps him.
Yep. So that's kind of the combo, is you cast an instant or sorcery spell using mana from him, one that draws you a card, and then untaps him, and then you probably draw into other cantrips and just keep going.
Play another one, discarding a land for it.
Yep. So right now, he is... Let's see this.
He's a 2/2, but my storm
he's
is
a 3/3. He's a 3/3.
Yeah, sorry, he's a 3/3, but my storm's 3.
Yeah.
But he's got +2.
Yeah.
Drawing 2. Let's... Don't need tapping every time. Trillion Wisps.
Yep.
So that will generate an additional red for me because he'll untap, I'll tap him again, and then when the spell resolves, it makes him blue and untaps him.
Yeah.
Draw a card.
Still only 3 power pump, but...
Yes. Another Magmatic Insight, discarding Steam Vents. Drawing 2. We'll just Flame Jab you once.
5, 6. Now you go to 19.
Cycle Street Wraith.
Alright, that doesn't generate anything.
Doesn't generate anything. Magmatic Insight.
That does.
Discarding Scalding Tarn.
7 and 6.
So currently at 19.
Yes. And I'm not going to die this turn thanks to Angel's Grace.
Yes. Sleight of Hand.
8 and 7. You can put me to 1, though, probably.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I put that on top. So this goes in hand, but this on the bottom.
Yes.
And we'll just take a look at your hand again.
Ta-da! 8 and 9.
Giving him haste, even though he doesn't need it. Drawing a card.
9 and 10.
Have a little look-see.
10 and 11.
And... Flame Jab you again.
18 and 11 and 12. That was a new one, right? New Flame Jab?
That's a new Flame Jab. So this isn't going to matter.
Storm isn't going to matter?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, if you still have cantrips, it might.
No, I've ran out, so...
Okay. Gonna attack me for 12.
For 12. Emptying this.
Well, I'm not gonna waste it, so I'll go to 6. I can survive it.
Enter go.
Okay. Untap. Draw a card. Wow. Okay. Interesting. Let's go for an island. And then we will cast a Pinthead Prism on 2, black and blue. And that's all. Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Make him red, give him haste.
Sure.
Draw a card.
Just in case we need this again.
Yes, yeah. He can do it himself.
Yeah.
And we'll cast the Serum Visions off him.
Sure.
Drawing a card. Scrying 2. Leaving them on top how they are. And attack for 3.
Slaughter Pact?
Yeah. And
Assume you have another one.
we don't, unfortunately,
Oh, maybe
but
not.
I can retrace a Flame Jab,
It's true.
dealing 1 damage to you.
5.
And Get your go.
Okay, so we'll untap, and then we'll pay for Slaughter Pact with this mana. We'll draw a card. Okay. Interesting. City of Brass. Is that worth it? Probably. Probably worth it. That would put me to 4. Yeah, I think so. Go to 4. Use 1 mana to cast another Pentad Prism on 2. And we'll use this really freaky dice. It's very lopsided.
Just a bit.
Pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Serum Visions.
Yep.
Yeah, those are going to have to go on the bottom.
Kind of surprising that you haven't seen another weird. You dug through quite a bit of your list. And I don't think you discarded any.
Scalding Tarn. Crack that, going to 14.
Yep.
Finding an island. Shuffle, and it's your go.
Untap. Draw a card. That's something. Sleight of hand of my own. Take a look at the top 2. Hand. Bottom. Well, I don't think there's any reason not to. Angel's Grace.
Okay.
Not that you really could respond to that anyway. Take 1, go into 3. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ad Nauseam.
Yep.
Okay. So, if you haven't seen this before, Angel's Grace says that essentially, for what's relevant to this, I can't lose the game this turn, and my opponents can't win the game this turn. Ad Nauseam, reveal the top card of your library, put that in your hand, you lose life equal to its current mana cost. Since I can't lose the game, I can just draw my whole hand and go into incredibly negative life totals, because this is loss of life, not damage. So I'm going to draw my deck, go to an incredibly low life total, and then just have to find 3 Simian Spirit Guides, which I have, because I haven't used any. There's 3. So we'll exile 3 Simian Spirit Guides, and we will cast Lightning Storm. And so this card's a little wonky. Basically what you have to do is hold priority, and then you can put counters on it by discarding lands.
Because the instant has an ability.
Yeah, which is really only while it's on the stack. It's such a weird card that they decided to make here. So what you do, you don't be dumb and immediately discard all of your lands. Only do as many as you need to kill your opponent, because they can always discard one after all of yours is resolved and send it back at you.
Yes,
because that's kind of how this card works. So, so you're at 14, so it does 3 naturally. So 3, and then I discard a land, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we let all of those resolve.
I can throw it back.
And you can throw it back. So I let that resolve, and then I throw it back.
And yeah, dead.
All right. Okay, well-timed Slaughter Pact, definitely.
Yeah.
Came really close, though. Came really close that game. So, we will see you in sideboarding. Alright, sideboards. So, I'll go first. Boseju's okay. I know he has a few counter spells in his sideboard, but not really many in his main deck. And I already have 1 in the main deck, so I'm not going to bring that in. Don't think it's worth it. Blessed Alliance doesn't really do anything in this matchup. Holy Day is kind of a fun one, because it's like another Angels of Grace against, on the defense, which is kind of cool. So I'll probably bring that in. Echoing Truth's really good for the blowouts, because, you can go all in on a weird and then just bounce it. It can also slow him down a turn, too. Just he'll cast a weird and a mantle, let's say, without being able to give it haste, pass the turn. You just bounce it on end step, and you buy yourself a lot more time. Relic of Progenitus, it's great against Flame Jab, pretty piss poor against everything else, so it's probably not worth it. Spell Pierce, yeah, not really great. Vanillion Click, it's fine, but it's also pretty expensive. Wear Tear is an interesting one, because it can take down the mantle, but I don't think it's enough better than Echoing Truth, because that's really all it can hit. So, Damnation, it'd be okay in this matchup, but it's expensive. Echoing Truth's just better than it, and Duress is kind of boring. So I'm probably going to bring in these 3, and what I'm going to take out are these free counter spells, because this isn't really against the control deck. And the reason you'd want free counter spells in the Ad Nauseam deck is if you're really, really worried about, like, your combo getting countered somehow. So, taking those out, bringing these in.
As for me, my sideboard, Shattering Spree doesn't really do a whole lot against him. No point in bringing it in. He's not a creature deck, so Pyroclasm's kind of out. Nothing to really need Echoing Truths for. Same with Relic. He's not really utilizing the graveyard. Spellskite's okay. I mean, it could potentially stop, like what happened in the first game, but I don't think it's enough worth it. Fling, definitely. Because of his, what is the card?
Which?
The white enchantment.
Phyrexian Unlife.
Phyrexian Unlife. Because of Phyrexian Unlife, we sometimes have to double tap him, and this does exactly that by just flinging it after combat. Swan Songs and Dispel, I think I'm bringing these in. Ad Nauseam's an instant, so this can counter it, and I think it's worth bringing these in. So these 4 cards are going in. It's a Staticaster, no creatures again, so not bringing those in.
I mean, there's that Lab Maniac, but...
It's a Staticaster, he's not dealing with that. So what we're taking out is a land, going down to 15, a Flame Jab, and the Twisted Images, because they don't do a whole lot.
Yeah. Basically, their only targets are your guys, so...
They're similar to the Wisps, where they're just dead cards if he manages to remove it.
Yeah.
So it's worth taking those.
They do have potential upside in other matchups, like anything that, like, if you have like a Wall of Omens or a Bird of Paradise, it also kills something and helps your combo, which is pretty cool. But yeah, so that was that. Another thing that I forgot to mention, I haven't mentioned in a while. Make sure to check out our store. There's a bunch of tokens still available there, like that. One's like that little man there. And of course, that will help Mr. Boopster. All the funds for that will help Mr. Boopster be able to feed his family of 25 little Boopsters. So, it's a rough economy. Alrighty, game 2. Go ahead.
We've got those.
Whoop. And for myself. That's kind of interesting, but we'll see how it plays out. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Tough decision on turn 1.
Crack, going to 17. Finding a steam vents.
Yep. Create a standard turn 1 play out of you. I mean, not literally standard, because neither of those cards are legal.
No, they're not. And a weird.
That's pretty weird. Okay.
Drago.
Draw a card. Interesting. Temple of Deceit. Scry 1. I think I want that, maybe? Yeah, I want that. Go ahead.
Untap. Draw for turn. An island.
You got it.
Paradise Mantle.
Oh, that was fast.
And...
oh, man.
Quip.
Yeah. Well, he might just kill me this turn. We'll see, I guess.
Crimson Wisps.
Even would have gave him haste if you drew that in the other direction.
Drawing.
So this is +1/+1, and that's Storm Count.
Yeah. Storm Count should be 1 higher.
Oh, you're right. Paradise Mantle.
Serum Visions. Drawing. Wow.
He's, of course, shortcutting, tapping him for the mana. if you're confused by why these seem free. Which you shouldn't be. I mean, he did it in game 1, but...
We're going to switch... Oh, do we? I think how they were.
All right.
Slip through space.
Okay.
Crimson Wisps.
You got it.
Sleight of hand.
5 and 6.
Take that. Put this on the bottom.
You know, I think you probably will
Magnetic
actually
Insight.
kill me on turn 2. It's insane.
Draw 2. Ha.
This never happens.
Cycle Street Wraith.
No, that
Doesn't add anything.
Doesn't add anything.
Guess I should draw. Cycle Street Wraith.
Ah.
Drew 2 Street Wraiths off that.
Interesting.
Draw. Slip through space.
Yep. 7, 8.
Slip through space.
8, 9.
Cerulean Wisps, which has an untapped trigger,
Untapped.
so
Yes.
we get a red from that. Draw. So sad. 10.
Only 10? Okay, I'll take 10. Go to 10.
Enter go.
Untap. Draw a card. God, I might have to almost do that this turn. It's insane. Should I? Am I worried about just dying? I think I might be. Yeah, City Brass. Tap that for a white, go to 9. We'll exile a Simian Spirit Guide to cast a Phyrexian Unlife. Pass the turn. Oh,
It's a swan.
I guess we won't, because that is an enchantment. Well, maybe he'll get to block.
I mean, hey, that's true. You still do have a blocker.
Yeah. Unless you can
Okay.
slip through space him.
I used 3 of them, so
I guess that's true.
that is one of the slight
I guess that's
problems
true.
with that.
Okay, well, I was not expecting
Draw.
to also get that countered.
What else do you got in your hand? Tapping him, of course.
Yeah.
You have the Ad Nauseam.
I do. I have no way to keep... Well, that was my way to keep myself alive.
And you can't really use that unless you save up.
Yeah.
Just in case.
I had these 3 in my opening hand, so I'm like, well, I'm pretty safe to go for what's the... How come I can't remember the name of that card?
I know what
What's the name of that card? That black one.
Ugh. Not good with names.
In my own
It's like
deck.
you just cast it the first game, but I'm
I
already forget
know.
it. The 1-mana tutor.
Yeah, whatever.
Exiles cards. That thing.
Point is, I'd probably be able to cast these things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 1 and 1.
1-on-1. Drawing. Oh, that's exciting. And... Scalding Tarn. Crack that, going to 12.
We're only 6 turns away, my friend, from
Bank
attacking,
an island.
attacking for lethal.
Enter go.
Yes! Untap. Draw a card. Spoils of the Vault. That's what it's called.
I wonder what you drew.
Yeah, it's not very good in this position, in particular, but, hey, you know, happens. We're gonna go for very romantic Serum Visions.
Yeah.
Romantic. Draw a card. That was timely. Look at my top 2. One, 2, 3, 4. That's tough. On top like this. I'll play Seachrome Coast. That's what was timely. It's my 3rd land. Then exile a Simian Spirit Guide. Tap that for a mana. Go to 8. Cast a Laboratory Maniac. Pass the turn.
It's another blocker. Draw for turn. Sure go.
Untap. Draw a card. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn. I didn't see a Holy Day, or Angel's Grace, correct?
No.
We're going to Flame Jab you.
Go to 7. 1 and 1.
Retrace Flame Jab. 1 damage at you.
Go to 6.
Retrace Flame Jab. 1 damage at you.
Go to 5.
Paradise Mantle.
Oh, I guess you have more than these.
Yeah, so there should be 1 more higher.
Only 1 more? Okay.
And Grape Shot you for 5.
Let's see. Let's see. It's problematic. But I have to do it. Angel's Grace.
You did have it.
I did get one. Unfortunately, the thing I want to do, I can't do. So, that keeps me at 1.
Yeah.
So, there's really no point in you attacking me. Either. Drat. It says put that card in your hand. My plan, if you didn't have lethal again that turn, was to Angel's Grace and then name a card that's not in the deck. So I draw the entire deck, then I go to my draw step. Nothing. Or exile the whole deck, I guess. But, yep. Alright. So I assume you're passing?
Yes.
Untap. Draw a card. The other crappy thing is I knew what was on top because I left it there. Should have put it on the bottom.
I wasn't expecting to draw the Grape Shot, but...
Yeah. Prism on 2. Pass the turn.
Draw for turn. Make them blue.
Yep.
Untap them. Make a red, even though it doesn't matter. Draw. Sleight of hand.
Yep.
Take this one, put this one on the bottom. Peek.
3 and 3.
And draw. Flame Jab.
Kill myself in response. All right. Well, that was pretty good. That's pretty good. I figured, like, I mean, if you're not, if you can't find one land, that's pretty embarrassing.
I'm like, of course, I'm probably just gonna get a massive chain going on here to just find the land. But
yeah. Oh man, came close. Came close to winning in an interesting way too. But that's how it goes. So we'll see you in game 3. Okay, game 3. Show my hand. That's what I got. Pretty average, but we'll see what happens. Go ahead.
And I've got those.
Whoop. Okay. I don't know why I was showing my hand again. I almost showed my hand again. We're going to leave the Seachrome Coast cast. A very A very questionable Serum Visions. Draw a card. Ooh. Scry 2. Not sure I have the stamina for that. I think bottom both.
It's all gone.
Here's 2 blooms.
Oh!
Yeah. It's pretty good. Go ahead.
Draw for turn.
Question is, do I have something to do with all this mana?
Steam Vents, 18.
Yep. Is this something weird?
It's weird.
That's something weird.
Sure, go.
Untap. Let's go to 2. Draw a card. I don't really need that. Here's an Urborg, so congratulations. You now have black mana as well.
Yes!
I know, right? It's exciting. Exciting stuff.
That's all I've ever wanted.
How worried am I that I'm gonna die next turn? Against most people, not that worried. But against you, I think I'm worried. So I'm gonna exile a Simian Spirit Guide and cast a Phyrexian Unlife.
Yeah.
Pass the turn. So now you need a Grape Shot and a lethal attack. To kill me in 1 turn, anyway.
Draw for turn.
This one, fortunately, you can
An island.
kill me twice. Attack me twice, rather.
Paradise Mantle.
Yes! Called it!
Tapping for a black.
Yeah, deal. Alright, this kind of fogged me for a turn, maybe. Unless you have the Grape Shot, in which case I'm just dead.
And then we're going to cast a Blistercoil Weird.
Oh, alright.
And then we're going to cast a Blistercoil Weird.
Oh, that is weird.
And your go.
That's really weird. Okay, untap. These go to 1.
It's just triples the effective.
Yeah, apparently. That's not really helpful.
I kept 2 in my starting, but apparently they really wanted me to have a bunch.
Okay, we're gonna go for a blue, cast a Sleight of Hand. Yes, no. I think I've got enough mana that I don't need that Pentad Prism. Now play an island. And pass the turn.
Untap. Draw for turn. Tap him for a green.
Yep.
Use it to equip over here.
Okay.
Tap for a black. Use it to equip over here.
Okay.
A blue. And peak.
Alright.
An angel's... Wow.
Yeah, I can't cast it, though. It's worth noting.
Well, I mean, you still have an unlife protector
Yeah.
for this turn, but...
True.
that
But,
unlife in hand
but I mean,
isn't
if
as
you
nice.
if you can dig to the Grape Shot, then I'm in, still in trouble. So these each have +1/+1.
Yes.
It's also the Storm count. Can't believe you got 3 of them.
It's pretty random.
That's weird.
Serum Visions.
How many were in your opener?
2.
Huh?
So I just drew the 1,
Yeah,
but
that's
I wasn't
reasonable.
expecting to see that many.
So weird. Pun not intended, but sort of intended.
Yeah, we'll keep both on top. And Magmatic Insight, discarding Flooded Strand.
Yep.
To draw both of them.
So you can put me to 0.
This guy will be unblockable.
Deal. It's just then I start getting poisoned afterwards.
This guy gets haste.
Okay.
So they're currently 15.
15? No.
Well, sorry. So they're getting +5. So
You're
this is
currently 18, yes. I thought,
So
for
we
some
want
reason, I
to
thought you were like, they're currently 15.
Flame
50s.
jab you.
Oh, okay. 19.
1 damage, pump them all. And swing.
So for 21,
Yes.
I will go to -2.
And now
still
all sources
do go
will
into the
have
negatives.
effect.
Yes. Henceforth, sources shall have infect.
And we're just so close, but we'll fling him.
Oh. Well, it does pump him.
So it pumps them, untaps them all. Actually, wait, can I cast flings? I
don't
couldn't
think
attack with all of them, so I can't actually fling.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. I don't think it really matters.
No, I know it's in your hands,
Yeah.
so... Sure
I'd have to have a pretty lucky top deck here. I mean, I do have 6 mana.
Yeah, you have enough
this turn.
mana. I just have to hope.
I mean... well... Cast a Simian Spirit Guide.
Using a Lotus to cast a Simian Spirit Guide. Never thought I'd see the day.
And blocks one of them.
That's true.
Go ahead.
Untap.
Of course, you could fling one of them at him. It's kind of funny.
Draw for turn. Magmatic Insight.
Yep, that'll probably do it. Because even if you draw lands, you can just flame jab me.
Flame jab you.
Yep.
For 1. Pumps them.
Oh, sorry. Poison. Let's use a black dice. It's more fitting.
Slip through space. He gets to be unblockable.
Okay.
And swing for 12.
And that one's unblockable?
Yes, this one's unblockable.
Yeah.
He's getting through.
Block there, I guess?
Okay.
So I'd be taking...
Should be 8.
Yeah. Take 8. Go to 9 poison.
And we shall fling him at you.
Not today! Angel's Grace! So we'll go to, what, that
So
actually
I guess,
pumps
yeah,
them.
that pumps them.
Yeah. So that's, you're flinging a 5? 5
Yes.
at me? Okay, so that puts me to 14 poison, but I can't lose the game this turn.
Yes, can't lose the game.
You can't win it. So, so there's that.
Pass the turn.
On my end step, I'll crack this. Yeah, and then I'll go to my turn, and I'm poisoned to death. Shucks. What was here? No, not very useful. Oh, really not useful for a while.
Ooh.
Alright. Well, that was this matchup. I'm not that torn up about it, honestly, because this is not one of my favorite decks. I mean, it's kind of fun once in a while to just have a sort of like win out of the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I just drew the card that I needed sort of deck, but it's not fun to play every week. So, yeah. So don't forget to vote. Devolution, Death and Taxes, Eldrazi Tron, Atkst and Company. Voting links in the description, as well as links to those deck lists. And we will see you on Friday. Bye.